Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve. For today's video, I have a haul of some beautiful antiques to share with you. It's been a little while since I've filmed one of these on my channel, so very excited to do a little sit down antique haul type of video. These are my favorites because y'all know I love my antique treasures. So last weekend there was a antique glass and bottle show, flea market type of event in my in like a neighboring town, and that is not very common for my area. So I went to that, got some beautiful pieces, and I'm going to share them with you. And then Nick and I have been on vacation from work this week, so we did stop in an antique store and I got a piece that I had been looking for and eyeing up for months and months. And then I did get a piece in from Allie at Rusty Ridge Vintage over on Instagram, so I have that to share with you. What a treasure that is. So we're gonna get right into it, some fun goodies to share with you. So let's get started. All right, so first we're gonna start with the things that I found at the antique flea market. The prices here were really good, and there was so much stuff that I considered buying, but I'm just always trying to be very choosy and picky about the things that I bring home. There were so many adorable like vintage cooking tools and cookie cutters, and still I'm like, should I have bought some of those? There were some really cute ones, but trying to be selective. So I only came home with 5 things from the flea market. I packed quite a bit of cash because I wasn't sure what I would find. You know, you never know what you're gonna find when you go out antique hunting. So I think I only spent about $30, $35 when I went to this flea market, which was great considering what I found. So we'll start out with the piece in my thumbnail, and that was this gorgeous basket. And I love, love, love the coloring on this. It's almost like a sanded pine color. It's coming out a little bit darker on the camera, but it is like a very, very soft pine. It was only $5. Show you the little sticker. It was only $5, and it is in mint condition. There's no damage to any of the basket weave. And then I'm trying to show you the label. This is it sideways, but this is the maker. It's from Vermont, and this is just such a beautiful, beautiful piece. I also wanted to share with you, I'm going to style these pieces once I'm finished filming here. Claire's down for her nap, so I am taking advantage of my time. I'm going to film this for y'all, clean up all my goodies, and get them styled all in today's video. So you will see this piece styled. But if you remember, and if you watch my channel, I did have one of these in a very dark color. And let me just share that when I brought it home, I noticed a cat urine odor. And unfortunately, at this antique store, there was like a couple litter boxes around, and I think that a cat had urinated on it, and I could not get the smell out, and I was not going to keep that around my house when I have cats of my own. My cats are fixed and they don't spray or anything or urinate around the house, knock on wood. But yeah, I cannot stand that smell. That is like the worst smell to me. So I ended up getting a new one. I had that one almost a year ago, over a year ago. I found that and I got rid of it, unfortunately. And I think I had spent about $45 on it. So that's super frustrating. I should have probably brought it back to that antique store, but I didn't. So $5 for this beauty. So we got her. The next thing I found was this adorable little tent setup with hand knitted stuffies. And this lady had her business cards. I wish I could find her business card, but she had her business cards and she sells on Facebook and stuff. I can't remember what it was, but she makes little stuffies, and this is a little hand sewn or hand knitted Bluey stuffy. How stinking cute. Claire loves Bluey. Whenever she sees Bluey, she says, "Bee!" So we have so much Bluey stuff around the house, and this was $20. This was the most expensive thing that I found. Of course, it was for Claire. And when I brought this home, she was so excited to see it. So I wanted to share this with you. This woman hand knits these with like hypoallergenic stuffing. She said they're machine washable. So it felt great to support a small business, and Claire got a fun little stuffy out of it. So love Bluey. That show was so stinking cute. So we're just gallivanting through this flea market, and there was like a basket full of all this glass and little vases and stuff like that. I take a closer look and I found the chunkiest little Ironstone creamer. People would give their left arm for one of these lately. On Instagram live sales, people are crazy for these. This is not labeled or anything. It did have a crack, it looks like a hairline crack. I don't believe this was glued back together. It just looks like a hairline crack through it. But super chunky, itty bitty little creamer. And I paid $2 for this. These go on Instagram. These on Instagram auctions are like $60 something. I would never pay $60 something for one of these, but $2. Steal of a deal. And then at that same little tent in one of the baskets was one of these English advertising pot lids. And look at the staining and crazing on this beauty. Just gorgeous. So stained. I love this so much. I immediately messaged Allie on Instagram. I was like, we were measuring back and forth. I'm like, please tell me you have a base for this, but she will maybe find me one next time she, is out hunting, or she sees just a random base, or she gets shipments in from England, so maybe she'll find a base that will fit this eventually. But if not, I'll just have it as a little shelf sitter in my hutch behind me. But really, this is the top to one of those advertising pots. Let me see if I have one. So as you can see, like, this is a little English advertising pot, but they're supposed to like sit on there. She had a base that was very close, but it was just a little bit too, I'm gonna say it was too big. Like, it would not have sat on there, but I will find one eventually and we'll make an antique match, a match made in heaven. Oh, and I got this for $1. Crazy. Okay, and then on my antiquing trip to Pennsylvania, it was a couple videos back, I had spotted this crock, and I want to say it was in like the $30 range, and I just told myself, you don't need it, you don't need it. So when I was watching my footage back, I had seen this and I was like, man, I wish I bought that, or I wish I had that. And I ended up finding it at this flea market for $15. So it's marked C-1 pound USA, and it is one of these butter crocks. No clue how to pronounce that, but I love the blue writing on this. I think it's so pretty. 12-cent deposit, It has blue writing all around. It was marked 18, but he took 15 for it. Fine food since 1909. Pretty little tan crock. I just think these are so cute. Lambrecht. Lambre for better living. Yes, butter does make better living, you know? So, 15 bucks for that. And those were the finds that I got at the flea market. So then we will get into what I found at the antique store 2 days ago. Nick and I, like I said, have been on a little vacation from work, just staying home, hanging out with Claire. But one of the late afternoons, we dropped Claire off to Nick's mom, and she watched Claire, and we went to Trader Joe's. We had dinner at Shake Shack. It was very nice. And we, of course, popped into a little antique store. So I found this baby Ironstone tureen. And this isn't really stained or crazed at all, but I just have been loving the miniature stuff, and to find it with the lid is pretty rare. So I did get it with the lid, and it did come with a ladle as well, but I don't think this is Ironstone. You guys will have to educate me, but it just doesn't feel like Ironstone. This is the back of it. This is the detail of the handle. I don't think that this goes with it. It's not even the same color white, but it's still fun to have. I'm gonna keep it and display it as such. This does have a beautiful James Edwards and Son Dale Hall stone china label on the bottom. Gorgeous Ironstone label, and this is really a teeny petite piece. Comes with the lid. Just love these, so beautiful. There is a little bit of staining on the piece on the top, but really that's really the only staining. Some around the perimeter, no crazing, but we love her anyway. So we got her. Can't wait to clean her up and somehow fit her in this hutch. And then the other piece that I got at this antique store, I saw this the last time I was here, and it was pricey, but it was even like in a glass case. I couldn't even look at it and like make sure it was okay, but I told myself, next time you get back here, if it's still there and if you're still thinking about it all this time, just get it. And I left it behind. I probably went there, I want to say like 6 months ago now, and it was still there, and I just decided to buy it. My friend Ashley, I will link her channel below. She has a beautiful channel. She lives in Japan. She's a military family, and she has beautiful homemaking content, truly. I've been talking to her here on social media for years and years, and yeah, I just love like going back and forth with her. And in one of her videos, she shared one of these antique salt crocks, and she was cooking with it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I always wanted one, but after I saw hers, I was like, I need that in my life, you know? So she inspired me to get one of these, and it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love this piece so much. I tried to use, oh, there goes my air conditioning vent again. It's gonna be loud, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm not pausing the video. But I tried to do some research on this. I found out a little bit, but I couldn't find out the age or anything like that. But this isn't the original lid, obviously. It came with like a lid that was this material, but I love the wood lid on it. I think that gives it so much more character and just makes it feel like more my vibe. And to find them with this back piece still in mint condition is very rare. These used to like hang on the wall for you to like get salt out of, and I want to use this. I want to fill this with kosher salt and use it for cooking because we use salt all the time for cooking. So I want to get this really cleaned up well. I do think that I should do a lead test on this just to be safe, because a lot of the antique stuff that I have, I don't use. A lot of people ask me about my Ironstone stuff. I don't use it. It's just for decor, and although that may seem silly to some people, it's not silly to me. I love to just look at it. But yeah, anything like old like this, I definitely want to test before using it for my day-to-day cooking. So I will get this cleaned up, and I'm gonna get one of the lead test kits from Amazon. Ashley actually sent me one that she uses, so I'm gonna use her link and purchase a lead test kit. So I'll be doing that in the near future, but this is so pretty. So pretty. I'm so happy to have this. I love her. And last but not least for today's video is a piece from Allie. I've collabed with Allie before. She's an Instagram seller. I love buying things from her. Shipping is immaculate. It's quick, it's affordable, and everything always comes packaged so nice. Love her. So I got, sometimes I can't even look at these pieces. I got this, oh my God, almost just dropped it. I got this adorable stained itty bitty teapot. Look at her. It's so little. It's so little. Oh my God, I love this so much. Like, this brings me so much joy. I can't wait to display this. She's gonna be so cute up in there. Oh, love her. So that's my little haul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little knickknacks. And they're all teeny tiny, except for my basket. But they're all tiny, and I can pop them in my hutch or pop them around the house. So I'm gonna go clean these pieces up. Once they're all cleaned, I'll check in with you guys and show you where I'm sticking them. In my hutch, out in the kitchen. Yeah, check in with you in a little bit. All right, I got all of our beautiful new treasures all cleaned up. Also, just some real life for you, some bluey sippy cups. But yes, got all of these cleaned up. We're gonna take them over to my hutch and get them styled. If you guys are new here, hi, I love to collect Ironstone, and I have my entire dining room hutch full of Ironstone. So anytime I pick up a new Ironstone piece, it's going in my hutch. Really, a lot of my decor goes in my hutch. It's just my favorite place to style things and keep them away from Claire's tiny fingers. So yeah, we're going to stick some of these new pieces in here, just kind of glancing at all of the space that I don't have to determine where I'm gonna put these pieces. These little guys are always super easy to style and add into my collection because of how small they are. So just gonna pop these in really anywhere. Could honestly make this like a little tray for that. That's cute. There we go. The one thing about a lot of my pieces is it looks like it'll fit, but then I have to make sure the doors actually shut, so. We are good to go. Now, as far as my basket, I'm thinking I want to put this up on the corner of my dining room hutch. I think that will look really pretty up there. So let's give that a shot. Just using my dining room chair to climb. Crock secured. And I'm just like you. I've got random junk in my dining room, you know? Not everything's perfect, y'all. So let's get this styled. I currently have these Magnolia Crocs. I love these. They're not vintage. They're by like Chip and Joanna Gaines' Magnolia website or whatever, but they're from Marshall's. I found them there when Marshall's was selling a lot of their decor, but I love them so much. I'm just gonna scooch them over in front of my sign here and try to fit that basket over here. I kind of wanted it more on an angle, but it's just not going to fit. I don't want to fully cover up this sign. Sorry, my air is going off again. A little loud in the background, but we're just gonna keep it sitting tucked back like that with the Crocs next to it, and it just adds a nice element of texture over there. So that is where she will live for now. For the salt crock, I really want to incorporate it over here somewhere. I got this adorable little galvanized and wooden H on clearance at Hobby Lobby. The clearance sticker is actually still on it. I have not taken that off, but I really wanted to incorporate this over here somehow because I want to use it as long as I do that test on it and it's safe. So I will be doing that first, but I want to style it over here. But for now, I think it's just going to sit right here on the counter. Might have to get a little bit of a bigger tray, but I don't like cluttering up the kitchen counters so much because we really do cook here. We use our counters for, you know, cooking. We have a dish rack and all of that stuff. So it's not always practical for me to fill up the counters with decor. Here's some real life decor for you. But yeah, I think this is just gonna live over here for now. Let me turn my cozy little light on. This belongs over here. But yes, this is a very functional area of our kitchen. Sugar, flour, utensils that we use for cooking on the stove. I use these spoon rests. They're from Hearth and Hand. I want to find more of these because I use these constantly. But yeah, we use this all the time. Salt and pepper for our dinners. There's really butter in here. I always keep my butter on my counter. Since I was a kid, we've always done that. And yes, my new salt crock. So I will be testing that. Hopefully that'll come in from Amazon very soon. And hopefully I can fill up my salt crock or my salt box with salt. So once I get that kit, maybe I'll do that in a video with you guys in like a day in the life video, and we'll see how it goes. Also, y'all seem to love, love, love this. Every time I link this, this is like my most clicked on link that I share with you. Oh my God, if I could get it out of the wall. It's a little kitchen nightlight. I've had this for so many years. It is from Walmart. It's the GE lantern. I will of course link it, but it's so cozy at night when it comes on. Let me see if I can block the sun somehow. No, it's not dark enough in here. But it gives off the most cozy lighting. I love having this in the kitchen. Love, love, love. So I'll link that for you. All right. That is how this corner is just gonna go for now. And I will eventually take that red sticker off, probably in 2 months. All right guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I am so close to hitting 20,000 subscribers. So would love to have you here over on a little corner of the internet. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. What was your favorite piece that I found today? And that is all I have for you today. So I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.